Hey guys, welcome back to 10-minute yoga over 40. I had some requests for hamstring stretches, so we're going to work on a couple of those today. Really good for keeping your legs healthy, also good for keeping your lower back pain free, because as long as the hips are open and the hamstrings are nice and long, there's nothing sort of pulling on your lower back. So a lot of times when we have aches and pains in one part of the body, it's actually coming from another part of the body and compensating for that. So let's start here, hands in your lap, palms face the ceiling, one stacked on the other. Just want to take a few breaths here to center yourself and pull your focus inside your body. So eyes closed, hands soft, shoulders dropped, but sitting up nice and tall. And just notice your breath. A couple nice full breaths here. Full inhale, creating sound. And extend that exhale nice and long and slow through your nose. And a few more breaths here on your own, lengthening and extending that breath, sending some softness throughout the body, keeping everything open, shoulders drop, jaws soft. And maybe one more breath, creating that ujjayi sound on the back of the throat. Inhale nice and deep. And on the exhale, nice and slow and controlled. Good, so just releasing, straighten your legs out in front of you. You want your legs nice and long, together, feet are flexed. So your toes are together, your heels are together or in that direction if you can, but your feet are flat as if you were standing on the floor. Those baby toes are drawing back towards your face, nice flat soles, extending through the heels. So that means the legs are engaged here. The thighs are strong. The back of the knees are pressing gently into the floor. So we want to use those legs. Hands alongside your hips. So we're taking Dandasana here. You want to sit up nice and tall. You're pressing down through the sit bones in order to lift and float through the torso and the spine, the crown of the head, sort of reaching towards the ceiling. So you're engaged and extended, but you're not squeezing anything really tight. Tall in the spine, pressing the back of the knees, the spine is long, the heart is open, so you're spreading across the front of the heart, and the shoulders are soft. So already here, you're going to be getting a little stretch on those hamstrings because you're reaching forward through the heels and keeping those feet nice and flat. And then from here, inhale, reach for the ceiling, extend through your fingertips. And use some effort in the lower belly. The lower belly is gently pulling in. The lower back is lifting and pressing forward. So you're sort of squeezing to the midline. The belly and the lower back reaching towards one another. Extend through those fingertips. Inhale, pull the ribs in under your heart. And then exhale, folding forward. On the first one here, just gently drop your arms. Your arms are soft, your elbows are bent. We don't want to use the hands and the arms to pull forward towards those feet. Rather, you want to use the belly to extend the spine and lengthen towards your feet. So your belly is dropping to the upper thighs first, then the ribs drop, then maybe the heart, and then we lengthen the back of the neck and drop the head. If you find that you've got this bowling ball here in between your ribs and your thighs and you're rounding that spine trying to reach those feet, back off a little bit. Sit up nice and tall. Get the spine long. We want integrity in the spine as you fold forward. It doesn't matter how far you go. What matters is how you go. You're hinging in those hips to get into those hamstrings in the back of the legs. So the feet are flexed. The knees are pressing towards the floor. The belly is pulling in as you extend forward so that you're laying the body flat on the tops of those legs. When you've gone as far as you're going to go, as soon as you start to round, stop there, lengthen and straighten, and just tuck the chin and lengthen the back of the neck. So it doesn't matter if you're getting that forehead all the way down or if you're just here halfway. What matters is the legs are strong, you feel a stretch in the back of those knees, lengthen towards those feet, and just breathe here. A couple nice long full breaths. Maybe going a little lower with each exhale, maybe not. Just stay where you are then and breathe there, but keep your feet firm, knees pressing. And allow the posture itself to breathe. We don't want to hold our breath or hold our muscles. We want everything breathing and lengthening. Beautiful. Inhale slowly, come back up to sitting, and just give your legs a little shake. And we'll take Jani Shirshasana from here. So the first side, pull your right foot in, tuck it up inside that left hip joint as high as you can. You want the sole of the foot against the inside of your left thigh. Your right knee is pointing out towards the side, and square your hips to that left foot. So again, the left leg is nice and strong. The foot is flexed. You're reaching through that heel, and the back of that knee is pressing down into the floor. Rolling that right hip around so your hips are square and level. You want weight on both sit bones here. Inhale, reach for the ceiling, and same idea as you fold forward. Lead with that belly button. The belly button goes first. As soon as this starts to happen and the heart is pulling back and the ribs are pulling back, come back up. Get lifted and tall and straight and go forward in that manner. Reach, 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 and soften the arms. Again, we don't want to pull with the arms. We want to use the belly to extend. And just notice what's happening on the right side of the rib cage. A lot of times this happens because we're tight in the hamstring. You can take that right hand, grab the outside edge of your left foot or maybe the outside edge of the left knee, and start to roll that trunk towards the floor. So you're facing the floor with your ribs, with your shoulders, and then drop that head and breathe. Extending, lengthening the breath, in and out through your nose. Send that inhale up the back of that left leg. Press the knee into the floor. Send your exhale along the spine, through the back of the neck, through the crown of the head. So that breath is moving in a circular motion up the back of the leg. The exhale forward through the spine. Create sound with that breath, in and out through your nose. And on your next exhale, exhale completely. Squeeze that last bit of air out of the belly and maybe lower a little further. And inhale slowly up to sitting. Straighten the leg out in front of you. Give it a little shake. Good, and we'll take the opposite side. So pull your left foot in. Tuck that heel up into the hip joint if you can. If this is too much on your hips or your hamstrings and that knee is pointing way up into the air, then back off a little bit. Bring the foot maybe just above the knee, or maybe to the calf. It depends on what's going on in your body. So tuck that foot up as high as you can, where as comfortable you feel a stretch, but it's not too intense. Square your hips to that right foot. The right foot is flexed, so those toes are pointing towards the ceiling. The back of that knee is pressing towards the floor. Use that engagement in the lower body, the belly in, the lower back lifting, so you're squeezing them together to lift towards the ceiling. Extension through the center of the body. Inhale, reach both arms towards the ceiling, facing that right foot. Exhale, fold forward. Again, notice as soon as the spine starts to round, then stop there, drop your hands, get long and extend it in the spine and crawl it down. Step by step, little by little. Then lengthen the back of the neck. Lower it down and breathe. Full breath in and out through the nose. Extending through that right heel, pressing the back of that knee into the floor. Looks like the cat has joined us. Good, long, full sound. Inhale up the back of the leg. Exhale through the spine. Soften the shoulders. Drop that head a little lower, coming all the way down if you can. And then inhale slowly up. Straighten that leg out in front of you. Give it a little shake. Good, and coming back to center. Sitting up nice and Palms in your lap. Close the eyes. Beautiful.